Okay, so I just want to show you guys what your actual options are to be able to power this and what kind of gas source you can use. So you can obviously see that these come wide together and then come to this piece right here. And then you have the option to screw this in, and then it will lead to a big propane tank so that you can use this at home when you have a big source available. But if you do not screw in this little gold part, you can actually take this top and you can go ahead and put it on the little portable ones, like this little propane tank right here. So that is really, really nice, so that you can use that when you're actually camping and you don't have to have a huge source with you. It does come with this little guy right here, which is just something to be able to put your tank in so that it's not going to be tipping over or anything. And these do collapse back in as well, so that it's just the size of the circle. Okay, so one cool thing about these is that they are detachable, so that you can move them further away from each other if you don't want them too close. So yeah, you have a little bit of leeway right there. But if you do want them to connect back together, you can go ahead and just click them back in by pushing them together just like that. And then once you pop those back together, you can go ahead and fold it in just like this. And the camp stove kind of serves as a stand right there. So you can just use this if you want to. It's also an option to go ahead and flip this over and use it just like this as a camp stove. So both of these burners are individual, and so are the combustion devices. So even though you have the propane connected to both of these, you can control them individually and just use one at a time. Okay, so just want to show you guys what this looks like once it is all heated up and everything. Like I said before, if you do want to, you can go ahead and detach this if you need a little bit of extra space to be able to cook and stuff. But this is really nice. This is actually producing a ton of heat. You can see that it's super hot, but it has this cage around it so that you don't go ahead and touch it. If you hear some hissing, it's just because it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so it might be the water dropping on. But yeah, this is what it looks like. You can actually go ahead and do one burner or two burners on this. So if you want to save gas or something, you can go ahead and turn that down to the one flame setting right there instead of the two, and then you see that that will kind of slowly turn off at the top. But if you want to go ahead and turn it back up, you can go ahead and flip it back on, and it will go ahead and start heating up again. So super convenient. This is what the actual camp stove part looks like here. Kind of the same idea. You have all this different options on here, so you can go ahead and turn it down or up. So that's kind of what that looks like. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on this cast iron pan right here, kind of get it all started to heat up so that I can go ahead and cook and stay warm outside. So super great for camping. Pretty easy to carry and everything. I guess I can kind of show you what this looks like to turn it on and off. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off all the way, kind of wait for it to cool down so you can see that it's off. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this down until it kind of lets some gas out, and then I can go ahead, flick it, and it will go ahead and click that bottom one in. Then I can turn on the top one again. So yeah, overall super awesome. Really like these. I think it looks great, works really great, makes you super warm. Overall, I would just really recommend.